Jim with Solid Structures, and we're up here at the Spokane Home Builders Association shed building deal. And what we're doing here is we're teaching kids a little bit of what it is like to be out in the trades. So as you're going to see some different shots through here and stuff like that, all these kids are volunteering their time up here on a Saturday, and all these builders are investing back into the community and investing back into these kids to show them what it is like to be in a trade. I'm over here with Steve, and I'm just trying to figure out, Steve, what are you doing up here on a Saturday and you're not home mowing your lawn?
I just love construction too much, I guess. It's an addiction.
So we got a bunch of kids out here and stuff like that. What is the meaning of all this?
Just to show kids kind of what it is to do some building and to walk away at the end of the day and see something creative that you've done.
Yeah, give them a kind of a taste of building something, doing something with your hands, and showing them a trade.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's there's a lot of pride that can go into it. You know that, and they're doing a great job. They're doing really good here.
Yeah, and it's you know, they're going to go from the start of it to the end of it, and they're just going to put together a shed, and they're going to see how to run a saw, run a nail gun, and how to do it correctly, and the do's and don'ts of it, and just build something. And one of the cool things that I think up here is that, you know, these kids could be doing something different. This isn't something they are mandatory, have to show up for a grade or for anything like that. Isn't it cool just to see all these kids out here, you know, volunteering?
They signed up for it and they showed up, and that's awesome, you know.
Yeah.
You can't ask anymore.
We appreciate you coming up here, Steve, and putting your time in too.
Yeah, likewise.
All right, thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Jim.
Hey, Chris, how you doing today?
Doing great, Jim. Thank you.
So what are you doing up here on this Saturday?
So, hey, we're in here and we're volunteering to get some experience for these high school kids.
Yeah, trying to get them into the trades, huh?
Yeah, so we're talking a little bit about trades. I know they're concentrating on some framing today, but this is a great opportunity to talk about all the trades.
So, Chris, you're here with Gold Seal Plumbing, right?
Yes. Yep.
So tell us a little bit about your guys' business.
So we are a full plumbing contracting business. We do work in commercial, residential, and service. I'm actually third generation in the company, and we have fourth generation there, so family-owned business.
So now you guys are actually not just your small little plumbing shop. How many employees do you guys have?
So we actually have like 140 employees working.
140?
Yes.
Are you crazy?
So, yes, so they're spread out all over the city. I think we have about 70 trucks, so when those trucks are out of my parking lot, I'm happy.
So every morning, do they all come and it's just chaos and like?
No, it's limited on the amount of people that actually come to the office in the mornings. Some of the plumbers and the apprentices report directly to job sites, so it keeps down on all the traffic flow. And we have a lot of systems and stuff that we do that where the materials are delivered and things, so they don't necessarily have to come to our office at that point.
One of the things that we're trying to get across to people and stuff like that is that going into a trade isn't a minimum wage job, is it?
No, actually the trades jobs start at a really reasonable wage and work their way up from there. So with plumbing, it takes 4 years to get to a point where you can become a journeyman, but the difference between that is like $20 an hour and $40 an hour on the other side. That's at today's wages.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't realize that a plumber can make 40 bucks an hour and then work their way up into a bidding job, estimating or management type job, huh?
Correct, yeah, and that's the beauty of it. I mean, it depends on your career, how you take it or whatever. I've got one of my journeymen that asks everybody that comes along, are you doing this just for a job or are you looking for a career?
Yeah, no, that's one thing that the kids need to realize, that construction isn't what it used to be. I mean, when we first got into it, you know, it was a minimum wage job and everything like that, but as everybody's gone to college, what I've realized is that there's more demand for, you know, the kids, and a lot of times kids are getting with a 4-year degree, $100,000 in debt, and then they're making less money than everybody that works for me.
Yeah, that's the beauty of working the trades. It's earn while you learn.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you don't come out of school with a big debt. You know, when you get 4 years in and you're probably driving a new truck, maybe you have a new house. That's the beauty of the work that we do. But yeah, it's very interesting as it goes along, and one of the big things we say, hey, we protect the health of the nation.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Chris. We appreciate it. So I'm here with Ryan, and Ryan holds the chair at the Spokane Home Builders Association for the workforce development, and he's the one here putting on this shindig. So Ryan, what made you do this?
I just have a really big excitement for trying to get kids encouraged, youth encouraged into the trades. There's a lot of tradesmen that are about to retire in the next 10 to 15 years, and we honestly don't have enough people in the field to maintain the demand on construction.
Yep. We had a lot of them that a lot of people don't know that when COVID hit, we had a lot of those guys retire, right? They were within that 5, 6, 10 years of retirement. So they just, decided to take that early retirement and go work someplace else, didn't they?
Yeah. I also saw when the market crashed in 08, there was a good amount of guys that they had already put in 15, 20 years, and they decided it was time to call it in.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of times, people think that, when you're in a trade, that it isn't a high-paying job, that it isn't, that there isn't a benefit to it, that you have to go to college, don't they?
Yeah. For sure. When I came through high school, it was very much that college was really the only way to make a good career. And it wasn't emphasized that there are definitely many jobs that you can actually make a decent career in. And I wholeheartedly believe that construction is one of those. I've had 20 years of being in the trades, and I don't regret a single bit of it.
Well, yeah, Solid Structures, one of the things that we offer all our employees is medical, dental, vision. We do a 3% matching retirement. We give them an automatic 2% Christmas bonus. They get raises periodically on performance throughout throughout the year and when they're moving up. We hire within, so people can make a great living in it. And one of the benefits of it is they get to build their own house, don't they?
Yeah, for sure. I ended up remodeling my entire house all by myself, just because of the skills I learned throughout the years of being in construction.
And you didn't have to pay somebody to do that, did you?
Correct.
And that give you more equity in that house.
Absolutely.
So at the end of your career, when you get ready to sell that, guess what? You're going to have more equity.
Absolutely.
So one of the things with trades, you might make a little bit less than a lawyer per hour, but you're going to get the equity in the house. You're going to get the skills to where you don't have to pay all the money out and everything like that. Plus you get to work outside. Isn't that nice?
It's beautiful. I mean, there's definitely some times when it's rough, but there's a lot of times of the year that it is great being outside. You're not stuck in an office. You are able to be outside and enjoy nature in a lot of ways.
Well, and these kids are seeing that a little bit now. As you can see that things are going on. They're going to walk away today and explain what they're building.
So right now they're building a 6x8 garden shed, all out of 2x4, pretty much trying to mimic what a house is. So they're learning about layouts, all the stuff. They're doing metal roofs, windows install, door install, a number of things just to kind of mimic what a house is, so they can get the general knowledge of construction, learning power tools, learning how to read a tape.
Are they running the tools themselves?
They are.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're actually teaching them how to run the saw, run the nail gun?
Correct.
That's cool. So, well, we appreciate your time, Ryan, and we know you're volunteering, and I'm sure you got chores at home to do, don't you?
Absolutely.
But you're up here on a Saturday doing this, so
Absolutely.
we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We're here with Haven, and Haven, what are you doing today? Isn't it Saturday? Aren't you supposed to be playing video games or at home doing something?
Not really, I'm just building sheds.
Building sheds on a Saturday? Are you required to be here?
No?
You didn't get in trouble at school?
No, it's a Saturday. I'm not supposed to be at school. I think it's more of a problem if I'm at school today.
Yeah. So are you enjoying yourself up here?
Yeah, I am. I like building. I'm in my woodshop class. I did woodshop last year, so yeah, it's really fun for me.
What school do you go to?
I go to Ferris High School.
For Ferris High School? So we're at East Valley High School here today, but you go to Ferris. Is there other schools here?
Yeah, there is. I know someone who's from Meade.
Okay.
I know some of my other classmates are here, so yeah.
Which shed are you working on?
I'm working on shed 2.
You're working on shed 2. Is that the best shed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best shed. So who's helping you out with that? Who's your foreman?
That is a good question.
There's a few different contractors here, right, helping you?
Yep.
So what tools have you been able to run so far?
I've been able to use the nail gun and the miter saw.
Okay, what do you like the best?
I'm used to the nail gun and the miter saw, so yeah, because I use both of them at my woodshop class. Though the nail gun we have here is a bit heavier and it's battery powered. The one that we use are air compressed.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of different tools and stuff like that. It's going to that a battery powered and kind of industry, isn't it?
Not that much different from what I do in my class, so not that much in trouble.
Cool. Well, we appreciate you taking your Saturday and coming up here.
Yeah, of course, this is fun, so it's not really an issue.
All right, thanks. So I'm standing here with Jim, and I do have to say one thing. Handsome people are named Jim.
I would certainly agree to that.
Yeah. So Jim, tell us what you do at the Spokane Home Builders Association.
I serve as a field rep for the safety program called Return on Industrial Insurance. We help participating companies reduce the frequency of their injuries as well as help them manage their workman's compensation injury claims to allow them to earn refunds on their L&I workman's compensation insurance. And so I am part of the safety outreach. I work with companies such as yourself to help them find ways to be safer in how they work for and with their employees.
We are part of it at Solid Structures, and one of the nice things about it is that every paycheck goes in that we have to put into industrial insurance, and they help us recoup some of that money back. So if you are a contractor and you're not part of the program, you need to get a hold of the Spokane Home Builders Association, sign up, become a member, and work with Jim. Get signed up to where you can recoup some of that money, because it's expensive to pay in for that. And they work with you on, if somebody does get hurt, the proper protocols and making sure that you're doing it right, doing it to the state laws and stuff like that. So we have had some people get hurt, which is kind of natural in our trade. But when you work with the right people and stuff like that, you get it taken care of, right? And we appreciate
Yes, we do.
everything you guys do down there.
And we appreciate your participation in the program, Jim. Thank you.
Thank you.